Imagine, for a moment, you have just opened your device. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's time to watch some YouTube videos to start your day. You open your internet browser, put youtube.com in the search bar, and there you go, YouTube. Maybe they implemented another minor design change that may throw you off, but it's mostly the same YouTube you have been accustomed to in the past decade. Browsing the internet in said time period was great. It was once easy and safe. Well, not fully safe, but at least the unsafe sites are easy to avoid. But it had become a challenge nowadays thanks to one pesky little thing: ads. Not only are they everywhere, they can also be dangerous, as some link to malware, scams, and adult websites. It truly became annoying once the pandemic hit, when there's even more of them. Bad news, because that's when you actually need to use the site for the access to information, and then it hit you. A while back, one of your favorite YouTubers recommended you to use an ad blocker. At first, you didn't pay much attention, but the longer you sit with more and more scam ads and cheap mobile games in your screen, the more you begin to ponder about this magical tool that will remove all of these garbage at once. After a while, you just do it. You click the download button to put your mind at ease. And it worked. It is magical. All those scam ads about some crypto project that will never see the light of day, all those ads about a crappy mobile game that steals promotional video from another game, all of them gone. It was such a relief. You will never ever browse the internet without it ever again. For the internet you knew is no longer the same. However, while getting rid of the ads are definitely a good thing for you, it isn't for the people who put said ads up there in the first place, the websites themselves. They gain money from the ad creators by placing the bad product in display. The more eyeballs an ad gets, the more money it makes the house. Thus, a lot of websites, more notoriously news websites, began implementing anti-ad blockers, similar to ad blocks, except they detect whether you're using an ad block or not. If you're caught, it triggers the system and locks down the website for a while until you disable said ad block. At first, you do it so that you can access the information you wanted. I did it myself at first. However, the sheer amount of the ads that are served up, as well as how bad some of those ads are, will easily make you reconsider that choice. At the end of the day, no one wins from in a crusader like a fervor. The only ones that win are scammers and porn sites. Websites lose traffic as there's like a lot of other sources that offer up the same information. And the end user loses by getting things like ransomware from the ads. Which is why it is baffling when you see this on YouTube in the first video you will see. What an absolute travesty. YouTube is also restricting your ability to watch a video? Ads have been a part of the YouTube experience to some extent, even as early as 2007, but the ad experience in YouTube has been worsening over the decades. I started watching YouTube by 2017, and the ad experience is far better than in 2025. The worst you would encounter then are 15-second unskippable ads and banner ads that are baked into the video. At this time period, when there is a skippable ad, it skips all the ads after it. But that's not saying that the ad experience was good back then. Far from it. After all, there's already a lot of mid-roll ads back in the day, and this would be abused to hell by content creators targeting kids. And it isn't like in 2012 either, where unskippables did not exist at all. And sadly, this became worse over time as the experience began to shift from watching ads alongside the video towards watching the video alongside the ads, as if shoving as many suggestions to you as possible is now the main purpose of the website. Restricting your ability to remove these ads by any means necessary is indeed a restriction on the watching experience. And this decision by YouTube seems to be a pretty dumb one, as most people that use YouTube don't use ad blockers. Most users are mobile users. which cannot use ad block. And even if they could, it's going to be a pain. But thankfully, it's just an annoyance. It seems, after all, YouTube still allows you to click the X button, and after you do that, things go back to normal. Until you see that warning again. But it also has an X button. You are now confident that you'll just have to keep pressing an annoying X button and go on with wasting your day. That is until it actually gives you this message. This is the final straw. What seems like an annoyance at first is now a genuine threat. You have to cave in, or ignore it if you want to, but doing that gives you the bad ending if you ask me. If you choose to ignore, you are now stuck. You are unable to watch YouTube on anything other than incognito mode or your mobile device or an embed, unless you do what they want, which is to either pay a ransom in YouTube and use YouTube's own ad block called YouTube Premium, or you remove the ad block outright. Thankfully for you, you have been dreaming all along. It was a nightmare, but you still woke up in a bad state of mind. You still want to check if your nightmare is indeed real. You still have an ad block because you have installed it like 5 years ago to deal with all those BS ads on news websites. So now you check YouTube. Once you begin the experience, you notice absolutely nothing. It's as if nothing truly happened. As if ad blockers are something that evolves alongside the platforms where it resides. As if they just can't be killed by putting fire in them. They're trying to burn down said ad blockers. They have instead burnt a bridge with their own audience, losing whatever trust is left of the user base on the website, all while nothing really gets resolved since most people who use ad blockers continue to do so to this day. This Ad-Block Crusade is the only game where the developers lose. The more that you're trying to prove otherwise, the more you prove how truly futile the struggle against ad block really is. Thanks for watching.